Wise people from the East and West have told us in one way or another that our inner world is reflected in our outer world. This sounds so profound and a bit remote, so let me make it more personal. How does your bedroom look? Yes, I'm asking you about your bedroom. And why? You'll know soon, but this is important, more significant than you might think. So do give me a few minutes and tell me. And how does your bedroom or even your living room look? Is it very clean and tastefully done, sparkling with gorgeous pieces of art, or simple and elegant? Or are there many books scattered across your desk and the coffee mug from this morning still lying on the edge of the table? Perhaps you are extremely well organized, perfectly sorted, and at peace with everything in your life. But maybe there are too many clothes accumulating in your closet. And what about the people in your life? Are you surrounded by inspiring, upbeat individuals, or people that complain all the time and look at every situation in the most cynical and depressing way? How do you think, see, and relate to those around you and your life? Do you find that your mind jumps from one thing to the next at a frenzied pace? Maybe you're really talking fast, mixing topics and not finishing sentences. Maybe you're dissatisfied, unsure, and struggling to stay sane in a world where you and so many you know experience poor health, loneliness, and spiritual confusion. The state of your physical being and your surroundings is not a result, but a symptom, an indication of something very grave and important about which I'm now going to tell you. My name is Robert Sachs. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, a certified Lifeline practitioner, and an author. I'm also a guest instructor and presenter at national and international health and wellness conferences, and have done programs with such places as the Chopra Center for Wellbeing in San Diego and the Sino-American Rehabilitation Association College in Los Angeles. And for the last 45 years, I have worked with physicians, clinics, hospitals, and private individuals and organizations teaching stress management and preventive health care. In years of consulting and working with people, I've found how much people ignore or don't even see the telltale signs that their lifestyle gives them, which warn them of something going wrong. Most fights between couples and frustrations within people occur due to and express themselves in their physical surroundings. It's the small things that often reveal the hidden, unseen confusion and pain. The undone dishes, the messed up closet, or some other clutter of everyday life that causes frustration and sparks fights between couples. But do you realize that the clutter of your physical space is not a cause, but in fact the result of a graver chaos that is wreaking havoc in your life? The same is true for road rage, dissatisfaction with work or your coworkers, your tendencies to create dramas in your life and circumstances. The state of your body and physical surroundings is a manifestation of the state of your mind. We all know this to varying degrees. We may think we are mostly victims of our circumstances, but the simple truth is that the mind and how we focus our thoughts, attention, and intention steer our lives in one direction or another. We can be thoroughly dissatisfied in a Manhattan penthouse and live contentedly in a poor shack on the banks of a river. So what then controls the mind, and how do you get control over a mind which always seems to have a mind of its own? It was looking at these questions in my own way that led me to a place and circumstance in my life that gave me the answer I was looking for. I was raised in the Midwest of the United States in the 1950s. Then, and in the early 1960s, one did not hear about Buddhism or the stories of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha. Where I grew up was mostly Christian. Catholics were considered fringe Christians. Jews were a rarity, best kept away from. In such a place, I was part of the minority. I was a Jew, and I had to face the ravages of anti-Semitism, which forced our family to relocate. Not until I was 19, In the year 1972, did the idea about Buddhism as a path come into my life. On the road from Amsterdam, I was traveling with a friend during his break at university, and we got a ride in a Volkswagen bus. This driver was driving along very peacefully, and he told me that he lived in a Buddhist meditation center in Scotland. And he said it's the kind of place where every time you turn a corner, you walk into yourself. That left a profound impression on my mind, and I wanted to experience it for myself. And so in the winter of 1972, I went to this place, and I felt completely at home and began a journey of discovery for what I was looking for. As years passed by, and I passed through life with many joyful and some traumatic events, like the death of my little daughter that shook both me and Melanie, my wife, and my 2 other children. Structured Buddhist wisdom and its effects on our minds and emotions pulled us through with immense grace, strength, and ease. That said, it's clear that I am a family man, and I have a beautiful wife and 3 children now. I'm a lay Buddhist practitioner for the last 40 years, with the good fortune to have the teachers and the time to see the benefits and blessings of studying and practicing the Buddha's Dharma, or teachings. And today, I share my learning with you in an HD video program on the Buddha experience, directed at helping you realize and remember the Buddha that you are and set you on a path of true awakening. This program gives an organized structure to your life and the way you deal with your circumstances and relationships. Ultimately, this program is designed to help you attain enlightenment that is deep-rooted, permanent, and sustainable. But in an everyday way, it's extremely practical. As you awaken, and as you awaken to the potentials within you, a more realized state can be achieved when you attain the 6 perfections of an enlightened being, and you let go of the 3 poisons that affect our human life. In part 2 of the program, I give you detailed explanation of what the 6 perfections and the 3 poisons are. Letting go of our mental poisons and living a life that is more influenced by the 6 perfections becomes effortless as we gain awareness in the doctrine of fourfold negation, something I go into in part 4. You can reach that awareness by understanding the 4 Noble Truths which reveal to you the nature of suffering. The 4 Noble Truths also state that though there is the problem of suffering, there is also a solution to it, a life developed based on the Eightfold Path. In the context of wisdom, according to the Eightfold Path, you need to have the right view and the right intention. How do you get these? You get these through the 4 thoughts that revolutionize the mind or turn it towards spirituality, which I explain in detail. Then, in the context of conduct, the Eightfold Path suggests developing right speech, right action, right livelihood, which can be attained by meditating on the 4 limitless meditations that I share. The last aspect of the Eightfold Path is rooted in concentration, which tells you how you can help yourself with the right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. This you can achieve through the practice of meditation, various methods for which are explained in the program, including the right positions and postures to support a health-giving, transformative meditation practice. Once you begin living a life based on the Eightfold Path, your appreciation for what is around you creates a desire to share, and you see the value and power in what Buddhist thought expresses as a dedication of merit. And we learn how to reach out into the world with 4 types of compassion. This is all explained in detail in the Buddha experience. And it's done in a way which hopefully you will find easy and enjoyable. It is a multimedia program that shares the invaluable gifts of Buddhist meditation and practice in everyday life through practical application. The ideas that I've been sharing thus far are in the 8 parts of this program, which familiarizes you with some powerful, life-transforming concepts which are easily practicable today, with some interesting demonstrations as well. Some of the highlights of this program are a provocative demonstration of dowsing of various subtle energy mechanics that are at play when you sit and begin to meditate. The 7 important points of meditation posture and the practice itself. What you should do if you find yourself getting drowsy while meditating. A special technique to practice if you find that your mind is easily distracted or drawn into a particular thought. You learn the truth about one of the most perplexing, even painful questions that people have asked many times over. Why do good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people? Understanding your actions and the actions of those around you better by learning about the 4 parts of karma. How to prevent the misunderstanding and misuse of karma and the idea, what you sow, so shall you reap. Also, how to contend with the challenges of daily life with peace and equanimity. And the answer to the question, if the enlightened realm is perfect, why do beings suffer in sickness, poverty, and warfare? This is the question the Buddha Sakyamuni asked. You will discover your own Buddha nature, your awakening capacity, what in Sanskrit is called Tathagatagarbha. You will also learn about the concept of Namtar, or sacred biography, and the story of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha. You will learn how to call upon your Buddha nature, your finest qualities through the 4 limitless meditations. And then finally, what does it mean to say that one is a Buddhist? Furthermore, can one formally become a Buddhist? Is how do we get real and lasting happiness? And there's much more in this program. Remember, these are just some of the highlights. Along with this, when you order this program, you will also get a bonus, Journeys into Bliss, which brings together the visual beauty and power of mandalas of healing, rejuvenation, and wisdom with the energy and upliftment of Tibetan bells and mantras. The mandalas of the Medicine Buddha, of Amitayus, and the Amitabha Buddha are painted by a friend of mine by the name of Karma Tupten, and they arise and dissolve to the brilliant Tibetan bell playing of Karma Moffat and the mantra singing of Debra Pamal and Miten. This Journeys into Bliss program is excellent for meditation, relaxation, promoting focus, and creating an exotic and peaceful vision and soundscape. This whole program, the Buddha Experience, has been shot with intense care and brought together a talented international crew from across the globe, including the United States, Australia, the United Kingdom, and India. 40 years of my experiences and training and a lot of hard work and collaborative effort have gone into making this course. And we've made great strides to offer this course for a special discounted price. My wish is that this course opens the gateway to a positive life path mentally, emotionally, and physically. That it gives you all you need to understand the practice of Buddhist meditation and develop it accurately. That it helps you in removing anything that poisons your life, both from your own mind and your body. That it helps you to develop a strong, clear, and stable mind, fixed in pure happiness, and makes your life more meaningful and bring value to the life of those around you. Practicing in this way has transformed my life. It is both karma and the efforts to practice and live a life rooted in the Buddha experience that has led to 40 years of a blissful marriage to a splendid partner, 3 lovely and happy children who love their parents, and a meaningful life where I have been able to help thousands across the globe. My heartfelt suggestion to you is to check this course out and know that you do this risk-free. If it is not what you are looking for or you are dissatisfied with it, you can always write to Transformative and they will courteously refund you. This program is exclusively available on this page only. You can get this program by ordering on the page below with a 100% 60-day money-back guarantee. I would like to end with this final thought. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. Order the Buddha Experience now. It's time to take action. Take one step to awaken your potentials and live the life you know you can live. Thank you very much.